Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Soren's Top Picks of the Week. Today, we're going to be talking about the Richmond Spring Race. This is going to be a very interesting race, right? A lot of tire wear. Richmond is very abrasive on the tires. It's a rather longer race, right? 250 laps in the truck race, 400 laps in the cup race. They'll both be run during the day, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, I think it's 1:30 Eastern time for the trucks on Saturday and 3 p.m. Eastern for the Cup Series. It's because I have to convert Eastern to Mountain Standard because I'm not on the East Coast. So let's start with the Truck Series and my top picks of the week for them. Last year we went to Richmond, right? And we had not been to Richmond in the Truck Series since 2005. So this last race is really the only indicator we have. There were about 3 to 4 trucks that ran really good without, you know, pit strategy and stuff. Because there was some, right? Zane Smith, he finished 11th in that race, but he won stage one because he stayed out. Oh no, he got fresh tires and ran his way up to the front. But really, look at the top 4 finishers, and they were very fast. The 3 ThorSport cars or trucks, Grant Enfinger, Matt Kraft, and Ben Rhodes. They are racing, of course, this year. Grant Enfinger's racing instead of Christian Eckes. So watch all 3 of them to be really fast. Brett Moffitt, he's with Alnice this year. I don't expect him, despite him running fourth, he might run top 10, but he's not going to, I don't think he'll be a top 5 truck. Austin Hill ran really good, led 65 laps of the 250 last year. So I think he's going to be a really good contender. Of course, you have trucks drivers that didn't race last year, right? Um, John Hunter Nemechek, right? He seems to be able to run, wherever, whenever, and run in the top 5 pretty much every race. And the other, of course, which I didn't even know he was racing until I saw the entry list, Kyle Busch is racing at Richmond. I know you hate to see it. Kyle Busch is, cashing in one of his truck opportunities to race here. We'll see how it goes. I'm not too excited because, like Atlanta, he'll probably dominate most of the race. So we'll see. But those are definitely guys to watch out for in the truck race. Now let's go to the Cup Series race. I have a few names. Now, if you saw in my 2021 prediction video at the beginning of the year, I said Joey Logano would win this race, and I still stand by that. He finished third in this race last year, right? We only had one Richmond date here last year because of COVID. I think he's gonna run here. Last time Joey Logano won a race here was in 2017. And while, he hasn't won a race since, he's been consistently running top 5 every time we come here. He's an obvious favorite. Martin Truex Jr. swept the 2019 Richmond races, and he finished second here last year. And he just came off a win at Martinsville, so he's an obvious pick. Brad Keselowski has multiple wins here, so he could be a threat. Won last year. Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch all run top 10 normally, top 5 speed last year. They finished 6th and 7th. And Kyle Busch swept 2018's Richmond races, so you never know what can come from them. Denny Hamlin, of course, always runs good at short tracks. While he finished 12th last year, he did lead 45 laps. Now, I do have a dark horse name that I do want to say, and I think if you watched this race last year, it's kind of obvious. Austin Dillon. Now, I'm a huge Austin Dillon fan, but I'm not saying this because I'm biased. Austin Dillon led, I think it's 55 laps here last year, finished fourth, was easily one of the best showings he has ever shown in that 3 car in the Cup Series. At one point, he was a threat. He straight out took the lead from Hamlin and Harvick, so was very good at Richmond here last year. He consistently runs lower top 10, so definitely a top 10 threat here. Some other names just quickly mentioned Alex Bowman. He tends to have good history here as well. Now, Chase Elliott isn't one I really consider to be someone who runs great here, but he did finish fifth here last year, so you never know as well. One thing to just talk about the race briefly before we finish this, don't expect many cautions. Unlike Martinsville, where we had 15 cautions, that's actually the most cautions we've had in a race this year. I expect, of course, we're gonna have the two-stage cautions. We might have a comp caution. I still never know when we're gonna have a comp caution. But accounting for those three, I see we have 5 cautions at max. Last year, we only had 3 cautions. This was the only race last year where, besides the stage and competition cautions, we didn't have caution related to an incident. Only 5.2% of the race was run under caution, so that's very impressive. So, again, don't expect many cautions here. I expect at most 5. It's mainly due to this track being it's an interesting short track. While there is bumping and banging, the spins here, you don't really spin out that often. So it's a weird course. That's it for this week of Soren's Topics of the Week. Remember, you can use code Soren72 to get free shipping off all orders $20 or more when you order from Circle B Diecast. You save like $5 on an order. This Friday, we're going to be reviewing Matt Crafton's Mold Armor Menards 164 Ford F-150. Then next week, Johnny Sauter's Tend to Heal at Ford F-150, and some other die cast soon as well. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and goodbye.